At the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll go play action with Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On play action, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Nix to the air. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. To throw is Nix. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Throwing Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 59 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
On second and a long way to go. Hurts throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Off the play fake, Nix. This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Nix once more.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw, here's Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. This short throw caught by Goddard.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Got his man. It's Gainwell.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So no scoring in our 1st half. What will the 2nd half bring as we are now back underway?
Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a scoreless 1st half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the 2nd half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go to Barkley again.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now it's Nix. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A first down carry for Barkley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
First and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Here's Nix. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll go play action with Nix. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Nix from the shotgun. Finding room at midfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Up the middle, it's Williams.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Throwing Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here now, 3rd down. Nix to the air.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now.
Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Yeah, it's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the season I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
All right now.